Well, trick or treat.
Trick or treat. You better be prepared to get the ghost of Hurricane Sandy instead of candy.
A lot of dynamic things happening
all around the globe.
Rain, rain, and more rain.
A major coastal storm is shaping up for the East Coast.
First, we have to look at what's going on in the north central plains here, and this is a clipper system.
Currently producing some snow will play a role in the northeast forecast as we step deeper into time.
I mean, just look at that beast. This candy cane of severe weather right here is going to hook up with what's developing in the Gulf of Mexico right now. I'm going to go ahead and say it could end up being Felipe the hurricane. Yes, that's right. The tropical activity itself could end up becoming a hurricane. Doesn't matter what you want to call it. Nor'easter, quasi-coastal rain train storm. This has the potential to be really bad. New York, you may want to take a break from your balls to the wall, divide and conquer media onslaught to pay attention to the storm. Because if it hooks west and we see some pressure anomaly outliers, I think we could get some serious rain and some serious wind and some serious storm surge. But who knows? Maybe it'll be a dud.
Again, it goes on and on.
Wave after wave after wave. Stay cool. This is a Thor News presentation. Hit the button, baby.
Party dance time.
Thor News presents Tricky.
And we are watching disturbed weather. We've been watching it the past several days.
This invest area is in an environment that is conducive to further development. It's got warm ocean temperatures and light wind shear for the moment of time. So we could see that organization into a depression or potentially a storm here in the next 24 hours.
It's going to move north, and there's a dip in the jet stream to the north.
That's going to be the stationary boundary that would eventually pick it up and take it further off to the north and east. Into places like Florida, some heavy rain possible as we head into your Saturday. And then
when these storm systems interact with the front, they take on a different character.
Strengthening rapidly.
Flood threat is going to be very high along the coast.
But to the west, we do see trouble.
A lot of tropical moisture is streaming up from the south.
Temperatures will take a nosedive.
So we have a lot of factors in play here.
And this will shoot its way right up the east coast here.
And the rain and wind will combine to cause challenging weather situations. We will have wind and rain for the big cities of the Northeast into Sunday.
So we are looking at possibly another soaker for the East Coast.
And there's a lot of wind associated with this system.
Sunday night into Monday, we could be looking at wind gusts here, 50 to 60 miles an hour, perhaps 60 to 70 miles an hour right along the coast.
So a lot of factors coming into play here.
With that strong dip in the jet stream, it's just like a great big conveyor belt for that moisture to move up the East Coast, and it does.
Heavy rain along the coast.
Be some pretty heavy downpours from the Cayman Islands to Cuba and into South Florida.
Now this really gets going by Sunday.
Heavy rain, flooding, strong winds, and major delays for travelers here. That means tree damage, power outages. That's going to be a big concern.
More flooding in through parts of New England that have been hit so hard already this week.
We'll have to watch out for perhaps some surge problems as well.
So hurricane season is not over yet.
After 4 landfalling hurricanes and on the eve of Hurricane Sandy's 5-year anniversary, the New York media, which is like 85% of all the media that goes into your brain, doesn't seem to be concerned with it. Cranky weather guy who has some of the finest mumbo jumbo out there and is the king of weather Twitter says, I know my posts sound like mumbo jumbo, but they'll make sense as we track this evolution real time on Sunday. What's real versus what's modeled. See, we're talking coastal flooding and pretty strong winds. Anywhere from 50 to 70 miles per hour now. Like I said, there's 2017 people. All right, I'm going to simplify this for you as much as I can. When giant tropical development potential Hurricane Felipe hooks up with the front that is blazing across the United States like this, we could see some trouble. We could see some big problems. So all I'm saying is plan and prepare in case the data keeps changing. My guess is that up until Saturday night and Sunday, the estimations on the storm will continue to get worse. All right? So I'll keep covering it. Just letting you guys know. Wave after wave after wave.
Again, it goes on and on.
So here we go again.
If it's happening in a galaxy.
Stay cool. This is a Thor News presentation. Hit the button, baby.